Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn joyfully tells Steffi that she did not kill his birth mother and she taunts. Steffi asks Finn what's the incredible news. He assures her you won't believe it. Steffi can't believe how excited he is and asks, can you tell me what's going on? Uger Finn's stuffy bed and breakfast. Deacon wants to take Sheila to Vegas and marry her tonight. Sheila teases that she may be having second thoughts. Deacon dramatically pretends to have a knife to his heart. He describes how ripped up within he was when she was gone. He does not want to lose her again. Deacon offers to get her a ring. Sheila tells him he owes her nothing. She wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him. She closes her eyes and tells him she feels dizzy. Deacon insists on going to the office and having her looked out. He gives her water and explains that Finn wanted her to go to the hospital, but she refused. He's not messing around with her health. He tries to persuade her again, suggesting that they may return home later and play a new kind of doctor. Sheila laughs and agrees. Deacon promises her that they'll be back there planning their wedding before she knows it. They kiss. More Jew, considering a family edition of Forrester. Hope is reading an online story about Sheila's death. She has a flashback to learning she is still alive. Ridge and Liam enter the office after a meeting and discover she is grimacing in her chair. Liam asks if she's okay. She's not sure how to respond to that. Liam wonders if she was Uncle to persuade Deacon to drop the Sheila is alive. Hope claims her father is not crazy. He's correct. Sheila is alive. More Scott Clifton's son Ford in photos. Rich cannot believe it and wonders if Hope is doing the same thing today. Hope and Sis Dean isn't making things up. Rid rants, Hope, come on, Sheila died. My daughter stuck a knife in her. Hope responds, except she isn't dead. Rid, I saw her. Sheila is alive. Our Liam. Hope bed and breakfast after hearing the account. Rich considers it insane. He has heard stories about Sugar as well, but she is not the subject of this narrative. Hope struggled with it as well. She arrived determined to persuade her father to abandon this viewpoint. But as the door opened, Sheila was simply standing there. She was so shocked that she passed out. When she awoke, she was still there. Steffi killed Sheila's lookalike, not Sheila herself. Hope swears she didn't simply see Sheila. She spoke to her and she responded, Sheila Carter is alive whether we like it or not. More Finn and Hope are about to bond in the hospital. The nurse fusses over Sheila as Deacon tries to entertain them. Deacon remembers leaving his phone in the car. Sheila promises him she will be all right, so he leaves. The nurse inquires as to how long they have been engaged. Sheila smiles. Would you believe in a few hours she informs the nurse that they had been engaged before, but this time will be different. Everything is going to be different. Sheila hears Lee's voice on the other side of the curtain. She grinned and asked the nurse if Dr. Fanine could see her. The nurse agrees to go chat with her in the corridor. The nurse informs Lee that a patient has requested her assistance. She is suffering from dehydration and starvation. Her name is Sheila. At the Cliff home, Steffi inquires, what about Sugar? Finn claims she is a human. Steffi inquires, and you know this person? Finn doesn't know her. Steffi is in a state of confusion. Finn advises they sit down and then says this whole thing is just unfathomable what I'm about to tell you. He knows that will be difficult for her to believe, but it is true. Steffi inquires, what is real? Finn, you are not making sense. He informs her that Sugar is a woman who looks exactly like Sheila. Steffi asks Zoe she wants to know what Sugar has to do with Sheila. Finn responds, everything. Steffi. Finn bed and breakfast. Rich discusses Hope with Forrester after meeting and speaking with Sheila at Deacon's house. Hope would not have believed it unless she had seen her for herself. Sheila didn't go to Steffi's place that night. Sugar did. She knows they thought they were secure from Sheila. She was a victim. Liam grunts and Ridge inquires, what Sheila is the victim? Is this what you just said? Ridge wonders whether she realizes how absurd this sounds. Hope is assured after today Sheila Carter lives on. Rich Liam. Hope bed and breakfast. Sheila smiles from ear to ear as she hears the nurse ask Lee whether she's okay. Lee exhales and says Sheila's name, which used to send shivers down her spine. Thankfully not any longer. Sheila covers up ecstatic as Lee confirms she will see the patient. Lee draws back the curtain and asks her to lower the sheet so she may examine her. Sheila fights, laughs beneath the sheet. Sheila rips the sheet off Lee's feet just as she is ready to walk out. Lee stammers, Your toe, what happened? Is that why you are here? Do you want me to examine your missing toe? Remove the sheet. Show me your face. More. Finn is in for a massive shock. Finn tells Stevie at the cliff home that Sugar resembles Sheila so closely that it is impossible to tell them apart. They could be identical twins. He explains that Lauren Fenmore told Deacon about Sugar years ago. Sheila duped Sugar into having plastic surgery so that she might be convicted of Sheila's crimes. Sugar wound up in a mental health facility. Stevie questions why he's bringing this up. Finn explains that Sugar and Sheila are identical in every way save one. Sugar has all her toes. Stevie Finn BNB. Finn reveals that Deacon was scared Sugar had it in for Sheila, so they looked through her credit card history and found her. We found her. Stevie in an ancient abandoned warehouse. Stevie responds, you found Sugar? Finn replies, no, they found Sheila. Stevie claims Sheila has died. She died in their home directly on the floor. Finn knows what she was thinking, but it wasn't Sheila. Stevie claims Deacon is losing it and has obviously gotten into his brain. Finn says that Deacon saw Sugar's body at the incinerator, not Sheila's. Do you understand what that means, honey? It means you did not kill my biological mother. You did not kill Sheila. She is alive. My birth mother is still alive. Sheila requests that Finn walk her down the aisle, and Deacon adds the best man request. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers hint that Sheila Carter Kimberland Brown may have a significant favor to ask John Finnegan Tanner Nolan for her forthcoming wedding. When Sheila and Deacon Sharp Cannon are married, will Finn escort her down the aisle at Sheila's request? Finn may be the one to give his birth mother away and play an important role in her wedding day. Of all, Deacon doesn't have many friends to rely on to play the best man position. It's likely Deacon will ask someone like Paul Hollister W. Chambers. Although Hollis appears to be a devoted employee rather than a close buddy, Finn may not be Deacon's best friend, but they bonded while working together to save Sheila. It was a remarkable experience that Deacon and Finn will undoubtedly never forget. Furthermore, Finn and Deacon are the only two people in the world that genuinely believe in Sheila right now. Deacon might ask Finn to be his best man, knowing how much it would mean to Sheila. Naturally, Deacon may ask Hope Logan and Nuka Knoll to be his best person instead, assuming he can persuade her to attend the wedding. On the other hand, Deacon may pressure Hope to be Sheila's maid of honor because she doesn't have any galmates to turn to. Whatever the situation be, it may eventually provide an opportunity for Hope and Finn to participate in the 8/25 wedding festivities. It could be another technique for the show to bring them closer together, and Finn and Hope may become more than just friends sooner or later. Our predictions suggest that Sheila and Deacon's wedding will be fraught with turmoil, so stay tuned for updates on all of the wedding criticism they'll encounter.